to know is, with all the work we do in the park, we're not allowed to touch or change historic fabric in any way, which you can imagine was quite a challenge with this. So what we did is we built this internal wall, and we created a infrastructure up here out of a steel cage that was custom fabricated. So the steel cage is basically hanging, supported by this wall, buttressed by the wall, and then the tree was attached to the steel cage. So the building itself has not been touched in any way. So when this comes down, it'll go back to exactly its current, or its last state.
When's it gonna come down?
Hopefully never. I mean, at least not in our lifetime.
Oh, I
mean,
see.
We just
Okay.
hope it'll stay. But the deal we make with the Presidio is we give these works a certain life cycle. Otherwise, we can't get approvals.
Sure.
But then nod, wink, wink. Everybody tends to look the other way, especially with a work so amazing as this. So hopefully it'll just stay intact. And you can see in the deep cracks. Some of the clay is separated. There's the hay. So basically, we had a huge full-on operation. We must have had 40 people working on this, where we took the clay, we processed it. If anybody's a potter, you have to get all the imperfections out and everything. And then we worked clay into it, and then coated the armature and the tree with that, and it was left in place to dry and crack. There's a lot of things that people read into these earthworks, including, his stance on environmentalism, on climate change, on limited resources, particularly here in California, drought. That's all true. But he also, if you think about the works he's created here, he's also addressing different aspects of the forest. Spire is the verticality of the forest. The wood line is the growth pattern of the forest as it expands and reproduces. The wood wall is more about its relationship to humankind that we live within the forest. And this is actually looking down beneath to the infrastructure, the wood, the root system, so on, that supports the forest. And as I mentioned earlier, I would love for him to come back and do more. He would love to come back and do more. And I think at some point after the park rights itself post-COVID and we can kind of find a suitable location, I think we'll probably start those conversations. Wouldn't it be fun to see a new work here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.